Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute. It has been, I think, well over a year since my last video, and I very much have plans to get back into it. That's part of the reason I'm starting this vlog, because it's been so long since I made a video. I'm having trouble locating all my equipment. At least with vlogs, I can do it on my phone. But yeah, my camera battery is dead, and I realized I don't know where the charger is. I don't know where my stand is. Content-wise, I'm definitely ready to film for. Give you a little preview as to what my video is going to be about, because I'm going to be moving in the next few months. I've been living with my best friend in her home for the last year and a half, and it's been wonderful, but she's getting married, so I'm going to be finding my own place. Because of that, I started to clean out my bookshelf, so I have a ton of books that I just gotta get rid of. I wanted to go through and have a video of why I'm getting rid of certain books, doing little mini reviews, and I'm going to do a giveaway, hey, I'm back, here's some free books. And I have a lot of exciting things coming up personally. I've been drawing caricatures full time, and part of that requires me to travel. That's part of the reason I've stepped away from YouTube, but I have a lot of traveling coming up. I'm gonna be spending a night in Nashville. I'm gonna be working at the small fair in Asheville, North Carolina. I might be stopping in Atlanta. I'm going to Seattle later this year. I have a few weddings coming up. It's just a very exciting time. There's gonna be a lot to do, especially for vlogs, which is also part of the reason why I'm craving, I don't know, just bringing you guys back in and showing you guys around, letting you know that Yukon and I are doing great. We're thriving. Oh, hi Yukon. Because of this kind of craziness with work and some personal stuff, I kind of took a step back from writing, and that's another thing I'm also planning on jumping back into full force, full throttle. And part of that is I've been really into Game of Thrones again, specifically House of the Dragon. Just to touch on that briefly, I don't think I'm going to make any specific videos on it, because frankly there are so many other people doing that and their perspectives are a lot more interesting than I think mine will be. But I liked the first episode, I loved the second episode, and that just led me down a YouTube rabbit hole into how interesting the Game of Thrones world is, and just the world building and all the these fun theories, both for this show and for the last series. And I'm damn, I just love fantasy and I love world building so much, and it's given me a lot to consider with my own book. There's still a lot of fun things to consider and that I can expand on, religion and spirituality, alliances with certain families and clans. So anyway, that's just something that has been really brewing in me for a while, and yeah, I'm excited to crack back open my manuscript. But right now I need to rummage through more of this house and find all my filming gear. This is a small house and I definitely didn't get rid of it, so it's somewhere. I'm excited to bring you guys back with me, and I'm excited to see you again. I'm excited to hear from you again. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. So these are the books that I am not going to keep, but I kind of want to go through live on camera which ones I'm going to put in the giveaway and why, and which ones I'm going to probably try to sell at half price books or something. And the books that I'm keeping are almost exclusively gifts or ones that I haven't read yet. But part of the reason I don't want to keep so many books anymore, I don't know, for a while, especially when I was more consistent on YouTube, I don't know, I wanted these hard cover copies in the background of my videos, almost as a status symbol as a reader. But yeah, with how much that I move, how much space they take up, and frankly, they're mostly sitting on my shelves collecting dust. There's some that I'm again excited to keep, or that I haven't read yet, or for nostalgic or personal reasons I'm gonna keep. But for the most part, I have a library card and I still have an Audible account. So between those things, it just doesn't seem that necessary anymore, especially with moving. books are one of like the biggest pains to have to move around, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, that's fine, they can go. I just dug everything out from under my bed. I cannot find my main filming equipment at all. It might not be something I can stumble upon until I actually start moving and taking things out of this room and really like digging stuff out of this house. But shoot, I'm just like, where in the world could I have put in it? I might have to stick to filming with my phone, which I like using my camera and it's higher quality for sit down videos, but better to use my phone than nothing at all. And yeah, well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get something to eat and then focus on some laptop work, including writing. I have bachelorette invitations to make. Got a lot to do, folks. I'm trying to block out any sensitive information, but I just got done making my friends combined bachelorette parties and it turned out so good. So did I use that as an excuse so I didn't have to write or anything today? Absolutely. But I also booked a flight, booked a hotel, got these done, and there's still a bunch I have to do tomorrow. I need to clean out my car. There's another flight I'm possibly looking at for October. So there's a bunch of odds and ends I'm still trying to get down and figure out, but I need to stop staring at a screen for the rest of the night. I need to start winding down. So I think I'm gonna just like call it good and then go in tomorrow with fresh expectations, hopefully be able to film a video and get some writing done. We're going like back to the old days, baby. I haven't shown you guys enough Yukon footage. There he is in his summer coat. It's been super hot out here, as it's been everywhere. So this is like the least fluffy I've ever seen him. I'm not sure if you guys can really tell, but like there's a lot more color variation to his fur because a lot of his undercoat is gone. It's actually kind of wild, but he's been such a good, happy boy lately. Hi guys, so I have been doing not super fun, exciting stuff that I think is worth showing on camera, mostly just cleaning out my car and some fair preparation. And I decided not to film today because I had a sneaking suspicion that I should look more into giveaways through YouTube and if there's any like complications or regulations, which there are. So I'm glad I did that research. So now I feel more prepared. Also, I'm still holding out of maybe finding my camera equipment before I start filming. I'm working at the amusement park drawing caricatures this weekend. So that's going to be taking up the vast majority of my time, but hopefully somewhere in there I find my equipment and then I can actually use my nice camera. And I've been procrastinating on my writing again, but I've been listening to more writing related videos. Like I said, I've been really back into like Game of Thrones stuff and Game of Thrones lore. And so I also started listening to some writing advice videos by George R.R. Martin, which are really interesting. And I've also just been watching more writing vlogs by various creators, just getting me more in the mindset and more in the mood. Yeah, I think I'm just like a little intimidated and a little nervous about like what I'm going to be cracking into, but I also want to make sure that I'm ready for this fair that I'm about to embark on. But anyway, I just walked Yukon, and so I'm going to take care of a few odds and ends and then head out for dinner. And then I can show you guys the board games that me and my friends have been really into lately. I mean, I think Catan is going to be a part of it, but also Seven Wonders and Love Letter will probably be pulled out. Maybe Ascension. I'm obsessed with Ascension. I'm excited to take you guys with me. It will be fun. Oh, hi, Mr. Dog. Yukon, how are you? Hi, handsome. Down. I have like a 20-minute drive or so to meet my friends for dinner at a restaurant I've never been to before in a side of town I also generally don't go to. But I figured I'd let you guys know that the current audiobook that I'm on is a Sarah J. Maas book, so you know it's a good time, at least for me. House of Sky and Breath, which is a sequel to Crescent City. I don't have that much to go. I think I have less than 5 hours. I think I'm actually really close to finishing, and I forget that when I listen to it. I've heard the ending is really good, so I should hold off my thoughts until I get there. As of right now, I'm not sure I like the world as much as like Court of Thorns and Roses. So Audible came out with a freaking sweet edition of Court of Thorns and Roses where it's an ensemble cast. So that's what I'm gonna listen to after this. So I'm like on a complete Sarah J. Maas audiobook kick. Although when am I not? So in a fun series of events, we ended up driving all over because the original place we wanted to eat, the oven broke, so no food. And then the second place that we went to had like a 45-minute wait, which we were like, absolutely not. And then this third place, I'm currently in the parking lot for a Chinese restaurant, and my my friend is just like, actually this place is gross, let's just go back to our place and order a pizza, which is just fine by me. You don't want to sit in my lap all night. Like, I tried to work from home today, and every time I
on my mind, I pass my bedtime, no rest at the kingdom. Alone in my place, my heart is away. All that I can think of is we should get married. We should get married. Let's stop holding back on this and let's get carried away. Stop making a big deal out of the little things, 'cause I got big deals and I got little things. Got everything I'm asking for, but you stop making a big deal out of the little things. Let's get carried away. Come right now, you know where I stand. I just wanna say you're mine. I just wanna say you're mine. Would you hurry, you're mine. All I'm really asking for is you. You're mine. I just wanna say you're mine. Would you hurry, you're mine. Long as you know who you belong to.
From 8 until late, I think about you. Yeah, on my nights, I don't know what to do. I can't get no rest, can't get no sleep. Yeah, this whole thing got way too deep, and we should stop making a big deal out of the little things. 'Cause I got big deals and I got little things. I got everything I'm asking for, but you stop making a big deal out of the
Hey guys, so it is, what day is it? Tuesday. I kind of just showed you a little bit here and there of my Labor Day weekend, which was mostly me working at my local amusement park and hanging out with my family and watching the third episode of House of the Dragon, which I have just like completely fallen in love with. And it's like the only content I want to listen to is if it's related to that world in some way. And I will say for me, Matt Smith and Damon are like completely stolen the show. I am in love. I am obsessed. Granted, he is like such a Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation, Kylo Ren archetype just in Game of Thrones, and I cannot resist at all. But the whole story, the whole thing, I am like just completely into and in love with. I've heard some complaints on the internet that the pacing is too slow, and I could not disagree more. I love that kind of deliberate setup. I think it shows that the writers have a lot of intelligent restraint. It like allows for an appropriate amount of ramping up for the rest of the series. Today, I am running around like a maniac. I almost forgot to film anything because I just have so much to do because I am driving out to a fair to draw caricatures at, but it's a 13-hour drive. I'm splitting it up. I'm spending a night in Nashville, which I'm super excited about. And on my way back, I'll be spending a night or two with my friends in Atlanta. So it's very much a whirlwind road trip adventure, which is why I have so much to pack. You know, I have like my art supplies and my easel. I have multiple suitcases and bags since I'm driving and I have the luxury of bringing a lot with me. I'm staying with some of the other artists in an Airbnbs because usually when you work at a fair, oftentimes you have to stay in a trailer together. That's just how it is. But we decided to throw down for an Airbnb and thank God. So I'll have my own bed and my own room. It will be awesome. And the timing is just working out where I'm going to be finishing the second Crescent City audiobook today. I have like less than 40 minutes on it. So then for my drive tomorrow, I can start with brand new audiobooks. And I think I'm going to bounce back and forth between the Court of Thorns and Roses dramatic telling. I was telling you guys about this the other day. But I also want to start listening to the third book in the Stormlight Archives series. So I think Oathbreaker is what it's called. I finished up the second book early this year or late last year, and I loved the second book in the Stormlight Archives. Unfortunately, I've heard from multiple sources that the third book is not nearly as good as the second one, which is part of the reason I've been putting it off, even though the second one just left me unbelievably hyped. I feel like those will be two like different but exciting stories to bounce back and forth between, while also listening to various Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon related podcasts. I have my audio taken care of for the trip. Now I need to take care of some other things. So I gotta let you guys go. I am a busy lady today. Everyone, I keep forgetting to update you guys, and honestly, like yesterday, I just drove. I drove for 10 hours through 4 different states. Wasn't too bad, but I made it to Nashville. I went out a little bit last night, and Nashville and like the Broadway street is wild. Even on a Wednesday night, it was just crazy, like live music in every single bar and restaurant and just people having a really good time. And I went into a few joints, nothing crazy because I was so tired. And you know, I still have to get on the road and head to my fair. But I'm gonna stop at a local coffee shop and then get on the road again. I only have another 4 hours before I get there, and then I have to start, you know, making grocery runs and all that jazz. I don't know how much of the fair itself that I'll show you guys, but I'll try to keep you in the loop. Yeah, I'm in desperate need for coffee, so I'm gonna sign off. Just got into the Airbnb. Look at how cute this place is. It's pretty nice. Look at my room. It's kind of awesome. Hi everyone, I've done a horrible job updating this vlog. I mean, I got a little bit of footage of the fair. I'll maybe throw some of my caricature work in the vlog itself, just so you guys can kind of see. I don't know, that's what I do, that's my job. And now I'm at my local amusement park because it is Oktoberfest. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My boss lets us dress up in like little winch costumes if we want to, little barmaid costumes. One of my first YouTube videos ever is an Adventureland Oktoberfest from like 5 years ago. It is a tried and true tradition, one of my favorite things to do in the entire world. Me and my homegirls are gonna be hanging out today, having a good time. Will I be drawing? Probably not. Will I be working? Almost never. Anywho, I'll have some footage of that, and then that will probably wrap up this very, very chaotic vlog. I did find in this like insane saga my camera stand, so I will be able to film some like real videos for you guys. I have so much coming up these next few months. Now that October's around the corner, I have some spooky books I want to read. I just am so excited to share and jump back in with you guys, and I love you guys so much. You have no idea. Sorry I didn't film more. I was exhausted or working. So, you know, there really wasn't too much going on, but yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.